Episode 6, The Man in the Mirror. Are you really giving it your all? You ever have one of those days where nothing goes right, the alarm doesn't go off, your back feels like it lost a fight, and the boss is already barking at you before your coffee's kicked in? And you start thinking to yourself, why even bother? But let me ask you a better question. Are you showing up as the man you said you'd be? Not the man you pretend to be to the outside world. Not the man you used to be back in your teens or 20s or whatever. I'm talking about right now, today, this morning. Because at the end of the day, the only man you answer to is the one looking back at you in the mirror. I'm going to drop some hard truths on you today in this episode. Real talk, so that you can take a good, hard, honest look at yourself. You might not like what I am saying, but you might need to hear it and then to think about it. Hey, but before we start throwing hands with our own reflection in the mirror, do me a solid. Slap that like button like it owes you money. Hit subscribe and ring that bell like you're late for work. It helps the channel grow, and I'll appreciate it more than a cold beer after a 12-hour shift. Let's get to it. Listen, every man's got a reason not to try. Bills are piling up, you're worn down, the job's thankless, the system's rigged. Hey, maybe all those are true. But here's the thing, that still doesn't let you off the hook. Ralph Waldo Emerson, famous author, the only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Think about that. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. You want better? Be better. Don't wish for it. Don't whine for it. Don't wait for someone to hand it to you. Work for it. I used to work with a guy who complained every damn day. Said the company didn't pay him enough. Said they didn't recognize him. But I watched him. He showed up 5 minutes late. He took 20-minute bathroom breaks, did just enough to not get fired. We all work with or know someone like this. That man wasn't stuck because of the company. He was stuck because of himself. Because every time he looked in the mirror, he let himself off the hook. Ask yourself this. What excuse have I been making lately? And what would happen if I dropped it today? Here's the truth. It ain't about the big speeches or the big moments. It's about the quiet work, the stuff no one sees. Getting up early when you could hit snooze. Showing up on time when nobody else does. Doing it right, even when shortcuts look easy. John Wooden said, character is what you do when no one is watching. You don't build a good life in one giant leap. You build it in the small stuff. 1,000 decisions no one will ever clap for. No spotlight, no parade. But you'll know, and that's enough. Success doesn't shout, it whispers. It whispers in your early mornings, your cold nights, your decision to go one more round when everyone else is quitting. So think on this. When was the last time you pushed through? Not for credit, not for applause, but because it was the right thing to do. I hate to break this to you, but no one's coming to save you. Not your boss, not your favorite politician, not your preacher, not your past. William H. Johnson said, if it is to be, it is up to me. You've got everything you need. 2 hands, a brain, a back that still works most days, and a heart that just won't quit. That's your power. That's your edge. You don't need a fancy degree. You don't need permission. You need discipline. You need grit. You need to show up when it's hard. That fire you're waiting on, you've got the match. Light it. Ask yourself this. If no one ever gave me another compliment, another break, another raise, would I still show up and give it my all? If the answer is no, maybe it's time to change that. Tonight when you get home, before you plop down on a couch, before you start doom scrolling through your phone, take 30 seconds, look in the mirror. Not to check your hair or the bags under your eyes, but to ask yourself, did I leave it all out there today? Did I carry my name with pride? Would the man I want to be proud of the man I was today? Success is peace of mind, which is a direct result of self-satisfaction in knowing you made the effort to become the best of which you are capable. That's another quote from John Wooden. That's it. That's it, folks. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to give everything you've got. And if you come up short today, show up harder tomorrow. If this episode hit home with you, do me a favor. Hammer that like button like it owes you some money. Hit subscribe and ring that bell. This is the Working Man, and this is Working Man Wisdom. Daily fuel for the folks who don't quit. I'll catch you on the next shift. Take care.